everybody. It is me, Sinner Rising. As some of you may know, I used to post a lot on this channel, but I kind of stopped because I started working on my avatar work, as you see here. And I got into a relationship with somebody almost, I would say about 4 or 5 months ago. I kind of lost count. But so let's just say they own a club called Demons of Desires. And while I was dating the owner, username right here, she goes by Demonic Rain 666 on here. But in Discord, her username is Death Demon. She, how do I put this? She basically treats her staff like shit. I'm a witness to this. When I dated her, she made me a, what's it called? Temp staff. I basically did nothing. She just had me up on the stage just standing there looking pretty, basically. But I've witnessed some things that needs to come to light. Like, during one of her events, she ended it early. And then she had me and most of the stuff that was there sit in the seats that the word was FBT Opti, the optimized version of it. And she basically yelled at guests because when they were looking at worlds in their menu, as most people do, you don't want to move from a spot so you can find a world. And she basically, part of my language, said, and I quote, "You need to get out of here right fucking now. The event is over. You don't need to be here." But in a more attitude tone. They said, and I quote, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're just trying to find a world to go to." And she said, "You can go fucking outside and do it." So they ended up going outside doing it. And I noticed they were representing a big club. And well, her club's going downhill, as far as I know, as far as I've been hearing. We ended up breaking up. Basically a day after I sent her $32. It was either 32 or 31, I can't remember exactly. But basically over $30 for her to buy a webcam. And after that, that day that she broke up with me, I was saying, man, I need to save up some money because it's getting kind of low and I need it for bills. All of a sudden, there was an issue. She first made a store link in her server for people with stores to do it. And I didn't know she made a section for me. So I asked, "Hey, can I post my link in that section?" And she said, "You already have a channel for that." So I posted it. And lo and behold, her and two other people went to the mod management VC. I probably sat in the VC that we were originally in for about an hour. Maybe 35 minutes to 45, but max an hour. And I see that one of the people was streaming. So I highlighted over because I was friends with this person. And I saw that they were sharing my store page. All of a sudden afterwards, probably about 15 minutes after I saw that, they joined back. And, well, let's just say she didn't have the balls to break up with me. she had her friend do it. And her friend said, like, I did nothing wrong. I was actually the best boyfriend she had. I treated her nicely and everything. And then when she came back from, I guess, going to the bathroom, she's like, oh, did you tell him what I asked you to do? And they're like, yeah. He took it well. And then she started adding on reasons on why we broke up. These are the main reasons why we broke up. If she just said the first one, I would have been understanding, but she added more. The first reason was the age difference. She's 21, I'm 32. That's understandable. But then she added that I took over her TikTok lives. But according to multiple sources and multiple people that have seen me on her TikTok lives, I never spoke. Or I barely ever spoke. Second reason, the pictures I took of me and her together and posted them in servers that she's basically member in, was me showing her off as a trophy. By that logic, anybody that takes picture with their significant other and posts it and shows to other people is you showing them off as a trophy. That makes zero fucking sense. Third reason, because I take pictures in male and female avatars. She asked me, are you transgender, non-binary, or gender fluid? Because your avatars make me uncomfortable. Never once did she tell me during the relationship that she was uncomfortable by me taking safe for work and not safe for work pictures in both avatars. As an avatar creator, I make both avatars, male and female. Fourth reason, if I can remember this one correctly, I believe, actually I can't remember it correctly, but I know there was another reason. But I found out recently she's been telling other people 2 different reasons why we broke up. The first reason she told people was I was too clingy. And to debunk that, every time I was hanging out with people, she would join, sit on my lap, and then act like she was tired. And then she said, okay, we're going to Popcorn Palace and go watch a movie while I take a nap. So she took me from my friends so she could nap on my chest. Second reason, I didn't give her enough attention. Now that contradicts with the first reason. If I did not give you enough attention, how could I have been so clingy? But in this video, we're going to be exposing her for all the lies that she has told people. And I am actually going to be having some special guests, few of her ex-staff, tell their side of why they actually left her club. And if me or any of her exes was the reason why. So, stay tuned and be amazed on how corrupt Death Demon really is. Screaming lights out! Tiki-taka, welcome to the fucking jungle. Tiki-taka, undercover like a shadow. Tiki-taka, I'll make never tell my juggernaut. Tiki-taka, for Death Demons or Demonic Reigns Club, Demons of Desires. And they would like to share their experience. I couldn't think of the word for a second. Experience with Death Demon. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it was how she treated everyone like shit. And if something went wrong, even though it very well was her fault, we would get blamed for it. Yeah, no, I remember.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Not really. I'm kind of just done with everything.
Okay. So real quick, so we can get this also on record, because we do have a screenshot showing that she is blaming her exes, including myself, for staff leaving. For myself or any of her exes, the reason why you decided to leave.
No, I realized she was two-faced, and I just was not going to continue supporting someone like that.
Okay. Do you want your name to be said in the video, or do you want to be renamed anonymous?
Name be said. I could care less.
Okay, so I have Unholyguardian here. They are a club owner, if I remember correctly, of the Joker House.
Yes.
All right. And you told me that this was a collab with what club?
The Monograins Club.
Okay. So, uh, Demons of Desires.
Yes.
Okay. So, go ahead and say your thing. I just lagged.
You're fine. Basically what happened at the collab whenever staff tours happened, because we decided to go to their world since, how can you say, I don't have a world yet and all that, so
Mm.
we use theirs. All my staff was already there. They didn't have the 10 staff and all that they needed that was signed up. There's only like 3 showed up. And only 2 replied, I'm not making it. And this is where it gets to the good part. She decided to start yelling at her staff. And made an excuse over it's because of how she is on what's going on with her or something. I don't know what it is, like, something was going on for that day. I didn't catch it a lot since I was lagging.
Mm.
And then she was like yelling at her staff, saying, if you guys don't show up, they're gonna end up pulling rolls and all that.
Oh, so she was pulling the same stunt that she did when I was a temp staff. She threatened her staff to pull their roles if they don't show up at all.
Yes. And the next thing that happened a few minutes later, because we were just sitting there for a bit before going to the first event, because we had 3 lined up. A drinking night, a party area, and then a normal open stage. When we went to the drinking night, she had someone join through the group off of her. I don't know why they had them added, even though they had issues with them. Named the Blood something. I don't know the rest of the part.
Hmm.
And she was like, "What did I do?" And the migrant said, "Can you please leave?" Then she started raising her voice, all that. I witnessed that the whole time, and they pulled her to the side, and I'm like, this should not be handled at event. I had a talk with them after it, because 2 of my staff members, I'm not gonna say their names, but they came to me saying they don't feel comfortable with how she's treating her staff and how she's bringing drama in.
Understandable.
And now they're not even going to want to go to any collabs with them, which understandable on that.
Exactly.
Even though it's not got the partnership's not going to last long because of a lot of stuff's been going on with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I pulled them to the side again because of the drama stuff. I said, you're an owner. You should not be bringing drama into the club scenes. That should be dealt with elsewhere. And if it's personal stuff, keep it out of here. It's not any club related. And I literally asked them, were they causing problems? And they're like, but they joined. And I'm like, they weren't causing problems, so they could stay. If they cause problems, that's when you can act on getting rid of them.
Right. Or if they were on a ban list from, say, your club or their club. But
Yeah,
if the
my
ban
thing
list was.
is, then why have them added?
That is true. That is true. That's very. Yeah.
Yeah, and then later we went to the party world where everyone was doing like a tag thing or something.
Mm.
It was just out of blue. I wasn't notified on all of this. They just sent me a list of the times. They didn't tell me anything, not communicating, all that.
Yeah, that she did that with my club. My club is Sinner's Domain. And we're still recruitment stage, and she basically forced me to do a collab with her. You can come
That's
in.
what they were trying to do. That's what they were trying to do. Again.
Okay. Yeah, you can sit and watch if you want. sorry guys, we have a unexpected visitor. I've got him on green.
Yes, you did forget you're on green.
I'm on green, not blue. Just give me a minute, and the recording will be done. But is there anything else you would like to add?
Yes, there is. Because
Okay.
they decided at the end, close to the event, whenever all my staff left, because I said to them, because I went in the private world, it got too far in the part, and I literally said the Vix, which they don't care if their name is,
Okay.
mentioned, because they're gonna figure it out. Because if it's me, then they're gonna know it's.
Yeah.
I told her to pull the plug with the collab for the rest of the night. Let's go to our own area. I'm not dealing with this. As soon as it left, I went over to the demonic rain. All I see is her saying, "Oh, I just fainted, this and that over everything," and had a whole group around. And she said, "I'm debating on rebranding my club because of stuff."
So now she's trying to hide.
Server. Because she doesn't have staff.
Yep.
I tried giving her advice saying, do a mandatory staff meeting. If no one shows up, the ones that show up, keep the rules. The ones that don't, drop them. She wasn't listening. Because that's what I did for mine.
Right.
If no one messaged me saying they can't make it or any of that, then they're going to get stripped of roles.
Exactly.
And then another thing on how the accusations of her saying that her co-owner is a pedophile.
Oh.
But she still keeps him around. She says he is, but there was no evidence yet. And apparently, like how she's keeping him around because of the stuff he does in the club. Technically using him for stuff.
So, like, she used me, and like she's using another person that I won't mention names, but they'll end up finding out who later on.
Yeah, they ended up doing that constantly, and then they kept mentioning more stuff the next day. And then out of nowhere, because of a miscommunication, because of someone from my staff said, "Oh, we're pulling the partnership" or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They thought I said it, and then they started rambling about stuff on a bunch of people, saying, "Oh, the allegation that was said from about Drifter wasn't coming from me; it was coming from somebody else. This and that."
Oh. She claimed the whole DID thing.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
saying it was from another person, not
Oh, okay.
DI. And
Okay.
this other person's actually doing different forms of everyone that got issues with Rain or something happened to make make a form. I talked to them after. Their name is if you want to get in contact with them, Silken Shadows.
Yes, I would love to get in contact with them because from what I found out from you,
They know more.
yeah, they know more.
Because they're putting everything they did on the blame towards her. Literally.
Oh, of course. Lame game.
Yep. And honestly, that's all I have to say on all that.
All right, well, before I end this recording, thank you for coming on in and taking time out of your uh, boring schedule that you told me you were bored to give your side of the whole situation. Hey there, everybody. As I'm recording and not recording, editing this video to make it look good and professional, I just got sent something very important. I found out that a person named Silken Shadow, who is a self proclaimed investigator, who told my friend, who is in this video right here that you're seeing, that they had physical proof of demonic rain, aka Death Demon, being a predator, a pedophile. And they said that they have physical proof of them sleeping with a 14-year-old on VRChat. Now I've come to find out that they never had such proof, and they did it to basically have Death Demon themselves and their girlfriend or boyfriend or significant other, whichever one it is, to target my friend and try and get their club blacklisted with false evidence, calling them a drama starter. I would love to see them get called out for the BS that they have caused, because that is not a reason to ban somebody from any clubs that you work for that you say you work for.
On my server, confusion.
All right. So this is a big fucking nothing burger, is what you're telling me.
I didn't mean to leave, my fault, sorry. But at the end of the day, Damon, you saw some of what was in there. It's just stuff that I gathered to protect myself in case you did do something crazy. Which. Nope, yep, completely
Okay.
understandable, hon.
So Unholy Guardian made this the most nothing burger of nothing burgers, is what I'm being told. And just tried taking this out of context for drama.
That's from what I'm understanding, honestly. I think everybody needs to go their separate fucking ways, to be honest. I have no issues with you. I don't speak about you. I don't. No, I really don't. Hun, I have no issues with you either. Like I said, if you, as I'm going to say, if you want to be acquaintances, that is fine. As of right now, my trust is broken with a shit ton of fucking people.
All right. I'm gonna bring something up now. Unholy Guardian, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Okay. You are being banned from Zerif. How the fuck do you say our club's name? How the fuck do you say that?
Zervian, stupid.
Zervian, how the fuck you say it? We banned from Zervian. I will be getting hold. I will be getting a hold. Hold on. I'll be getting hold of Rebel to get you banned from. Well, try to get you banned from Captain Plunders. I will be getting a hold of people at La Station. And if you try to join any clubs that I work for, you will be immediately and promptly banned. And your club, the Joker House, will be blacklisted from the servers that I work for, clubs that I work for, etc., etc. For
Riley,
drama starting and unnecessary bullshit.
Riley, I ask you, you don't have to, but if you write up that blacklist, may you please send it to me?
What blacklist?
I'll
write up the blacklist that for him. Okay.
Yes.
If I decide to write up a blacklist for him, which I probably.
This message goes out to Silken Shadow, aka Adeline. If you have an issue with my friends, don't even try it. Because one, if you want the actual factual proof, well, the actual facts about what actually went down, how about you talk to the people that she claims are the bad people? And I also have an audio recording of her telling you that I apparently told her that she needed to screen share every time she was with her friends. No, because the people that were in the VCs can vouch that that never happened. She always asked if we wanted to watch her in game because none of us was on. And most of the time, she was confronting a person that she has video recording of the court system that we all were there. Me, myself, Death Demon, Astro, Ghostia, Vixen, Loading. A lot of people were in that court system. And she was basically targeting Lakari, the person that she is now friends with after she yelled at her, got her to admit to faking most of her DID, said that she wants nothing to do with them. So, if you want the actual facts to come out, talk to me. Don't just talk to one side. Listen to both sides, and you'll see that something doesn't add quite up.